So hi, welcome back to Attaway General Review number 2. Watch the first one. It's not that good. It has a lot of problems, but watch it anyways because this one won't make that much sense unless you watch at least some of the first one. But I'm gonna fix those problems in this video by saying the plot first and then making jokes at the expense of the show and then pointing out actual problems with the show, because that's how reviews are supposed to work and not just me saying stuff into a camera for about 20 minutes and doing nothing about it. So this should be an actual review instead. So this video starts off with Kit checking on Holden D's nuts, and yes, that is his full name, and no, you cannot tell me otherwise. And Holden winds up fainting after flirting and drinking some nice avocado energy drink. Then we get on to the plot of the actual episode with some bad exposition and some bad acting. Usual Attaway General stuff. Tells us that there's a bully in the hospital. Then Georgia sees Will and they head to the little kissy shed and talk and do nothing. And then some more stuff happens. Like they care for their patients. They really just insult their patients to their face. They're not good doctors in the slightest. And there's a big strong dude with a broken jaw, and there's this little skinny dude with a broken arm, and those two were in the fight, and one of them's the bully. That's the whole thing. So Kit and Georgia are helping the big dude. It's really just Kit, because Georgia goes to the kissy shed again for most of the time and does some kissy with Will. That's all they do this entire episode. Just bad romance. I shouldn't judge romance. I know nothing about romance. But then there's a plot twist. Wow! There's a plot twist. And it's actually the skinny guy who's the bully and not the big strong guy like everybody thought. That's the twist. That's the whole twist. And then Holden has a heart disease, apparently, that was diagnosed at the end of this episode. And that's all that happens with him. We don't even see him say the heart disease. It's just a nurse. And then the main characters get a talking to about stuff in general. Attaway General. Yeah, but it's really boring episode. It's really boring. Actual doing things wise, it's better than the first episode, but the first episode was actually funny to laugh at because everything was so much worse. This is just a boring episode, and that's it. So let's get on to the actual review and watch the actual episode.
Sutures look like they healed nicely. Shouldn't have too much of a scar. I would have used absorbable sutures myself, but then they couldn't bill you twice.
You're the strangest teenager I've ever met. You're cute, but strange.
So this is the point where Kit checks on Holden and talks to Holden about his stitches. I can tell that Kit clearly watches Rick and Morty because she has such a big galaxy brain, knows so much more than the trained professionals at Attaway General. But to be honest, the average high schooler probably knows more than the trained professionals at Attaway General. But there's one more thing. I can tell that Kit is exposing some extreme what is it called? Hold on, let me look this up. Conspiracy. Yes, that's the word. Kit is exposing some conspiracies here about the money-grubbing tendencies of Attaway General. Billing you twice? That's the first step to world domination. I'll get into that more in future episodes when it becomes more prominent. But I think Attaway is going to control the world.
I don't feel so hot, if I'm being honest.
Make sure you wash your hands. Hospitals can be a petri dish. And apply scar gel daily. None of that all-natural stuff.
But what about Dr. Henry's all-natural piss shot?
Code blue, cafeteria, code blue.
I gotta go.
Alright, so after that weird conversation, a alarm goes off, going all crew to the common area or cafeteria or something. I couldn't really hear it. But the alarm went off, which is weird because in the plot summary I told you nothing big happens in this episode. Last episode there was a bus crash and that caused the alarm to go off. So I don't know why the alarm's going off now. Maybe it was just the background music, but it really doesn't sound like the background music. Then Holden D's nuts decides to pass out while he's holding D's avocado juice thing. That's it. I don't think he shows up again in the entire episode. That's all that happens with him.
We have 2 new patients today, Davy and Grayson. Kit, Georgia, you're on room 2. Jack, Rosie, you're on room 4. I have places to be. Am I clear?
You're clear.
Good.
Nurse Sandy told me to be careful. One of the boys bullied the other, and it's pretty dangerous.
Oh, bullies are scary.
Be nice.
Some more bad acting from 3 out of the 4 people that talk. And Miss Disappear disappears again, so there's that. And they're caring for a bully. Oh, did I mention that this episode is a biblical reference? David and Goliath. Now, you might think, David and Goliath, there's the big, strong dude and the skinny little kid. But if you're as enlightened as me, which you would be after watching a single episode of Attaway General, then you would know that it's referencing Jack is Goliath and all the law enforcement in the entire world is David. But unlike in the story, Goliath will win. It will always be triumphant.
Must be fate, or a small hospital.
Where are you headed?
I was on my way to the supply room, for supplies.
That's funny. So was I.
I didn't know you were Dr. Henry's protege. What a nerd.
Nerd or stud?
Nerd. Later, teacher's pet.
In this scene, Georgia shirks on her job and flirts with Will.
I'm so sorry you're hurting. How about an ice pack for that eye?
Nah, I'm good.
Can I get you some pudding? Juice?
Just juice, please.
So here we meet our patients. One of them is extremely rude and the other one can't talk. So those are the character traits we're getting for those people. And Jack gets mad at the rude kid. And Jack gets so mad, I think Jack will be arrested for murder. Again.
Pointers. Right hook, left jab, maybe an uppercut even.
Kit bullies her patient.
You were definitely staring.
I forgot I told Nina I needed to get something from the shed. I'll be right back. To get you in here.
You don't need an excuse.
Now, to be fair, I cut that. Their editing's not that great, but it's not that bad. I just needed to cut out some more pointless walking scenes. But I don't know about you. It made me really uncomfortable watching that. Just that kissing scene was just so uncomfortable. I did not like it at all. Not just because they were kissing, it was just set up horribly. She's like, I need an excuse to get you in here. And he's like, you don't need an excuse. He says it in that voice. It's like whispery and creepy, and I don't like it at all. It's just so uncomfortable. I hated watching that.
Room.
There's one right in there.
I can't go with an audience, and I could use a walk.
Okay, there's another one in the hallway. Maybe Jack can show you?
What? No.
I'll see myself out.
Don't volunteer me to do extra work.
Davy Jacobs, 5'10", 200 pounds. So, was that your plan to lose a few? Start a fight and hope he punches back right in the jaw? You look fit, though. I'm sure that's not why you started it. Juice. You need juice.
No, I'm starting to think Kit is the bully in this situation. She's just insulting her patient every chance she gets. Every single chance. Oh, hey, maybe you could teach me how to fight. I see you clearly lost with your broken jaw. Hey, you're fat. Is that why you started this fight? To lose weight? Just, what? Why? Like, it's trying to make her look all quirky, but it's not working. She just looks mean. Like, she'd probably beat me up, but she could not beat Jack up, though. Jack's a titan on this point.
Holden? What's going on?
Get back.
That crying is the fakest thing I've ever seen. That's just horrible. As for Holden, I think he's fine. He probably doesn't have a completely undiagnosed and unforeshadowed disease on his heart that's completely...
If you hadn't snitched, I'd still be on the lacrosse team. I should have hit you harder!
Hey, enough! What is it with you kids? You can't follow the simplest instructions.
He said he needed the restroom.
And I was only gone for a minute.
You're supposed to protect your patient kid, not abandon him.
Why does he need protecting?
Because Davy's not the bully.
And my guy's the bully?
Snitch on me again and I will break your jaw a second time.
You do that and you have to deal with me.
All right, everyone back to their rooms.
Oh my gosh, the skinny guy's the bully! It's not like the name of the episode is David and Goliath. There's nothing else that could have given it away. So this is the climax of the episode. Bad climax that goes along with a bad twist. But to be fair, at least this twist was foreshadowed, because almost nothing else has been in this entire show. But yeah, Jack is threatening to murder the kid again for a second time. That's about it. That's all the interesting thing that happened. Everything interesting in the show is with Jack. Or with Miss Disappear's horrible disappearing and reappearing thing. Like, it doesn't make sense how her job, like, she leaves and then comes back and she just talks to them. I don't understand what she's supposed to be doing ever.
Do you need anything?
Excuse me, Nurse Sandy. Can you tell me what happened to Holden?
No updates, kid. Holden has a severe heart condition that was undiagnosed. Lucky he was at the hospital.
Is he gonna be okay?
It's not a good prognosis, but he's at Attaway General getting the best care there is.
Okay, so problem number one. That guy with the broken jaw, he's acting so weird. Like, I don't think he's a horrible actor. I don't know, because he doesn't really do much. But he was clearly directed to do... and it's just so unnatural. It's really weird. It's weird. And second problem. We figure out about Holden's heart problem from clunky exposition, which is, I guess it's okay. It's Attaway General, and it's a hospital show, and it makes sense that they're not going to let the volunteer see an actual operation. But problem number 3, big problem. The nurse takes bribes. This is supposed to be a payoff to give her chocolates, and she'll be great. If you don't do your job, she's gonna be mad at you. But it just looks like she's taking bribe. It's really not that good. It doesn't put her in a good light at all, which is clearly what they're trying to do. Also, the best care there is at Attaway General is probably college dropouts that dropped out after their first year of med school. I don't think Holden's gonna live. He probably shouldn't, especially with Attaway General care.
Hey, I've been looking for you.
Here I am.
You know, I was a TV too, all 4 years of high school.
So?
So I didn't want to be here either. I messed up, and this was my punishment.
Well, why are you still hanging around?
Because I made the best of it. I could have shut down, ran out, and gone down a really bad path. But the patients needed me, and the doctors trusted me. And it turns out I was really good.
Well, good for you, but I don't want to be here. I'd rather be in bed.
Give it time, Jack. This could be good for you.
Ready?
Yeah.
Staying out of trouble, I hope.
Of course. You know me, Dad.
Good. Oh, hey, your mom texted she's not going to be able to see you next weekend. Sure, come on. Don't have all day.
Coming.
Well, that's it. That's the end of episode 2 of Attaway General. It was a lot weaker than the first one. What they actually did was better. They had better writing, I guess. A little bit better writing, and that was all. But it was a lot more boring than the first one. The first one was at least funny to laugh at. This one was just extremely boring. Nothing really happened. And it really sucked. Now, my overall thoughts are, I do want to watch the next one. I will do another video on it. The first one left me actually excited for what was next because I was really laughing at the first one. This one, not so much, but I still want to know where the rest of it goes, and I still want to make fun of it as much as I can. But, you know, at least they're trying. This is not a soulless project. I have more respect for this than I do for something like Emoji Movie. And as for overall quality, they don't have any foreshadowing, which is really bad in an actual thing. But there's like no foreshadowing. There's passable setups and really weak payoffs. Also, there is no overarching plot in this episode. Like, the first episode was all setups because, you know, it's the first episode. You're setting up your characters and your setting and your new plot. It's all of that. This episode was just kind of self-contained, which is not that great for a serialized show. If you don't know the difference between an episodic show and a serialized show, just look it up. It's really simple. But yeah, there's no more to this story other than what is in this episode. Except Holden kinda gets sick, and that's it. That's the only other plot other than there's a bully. So overall, pretty weak episode. The show is still a 1 out of 10, but it's still laughably bad. I can't wait to see the next one. See you guys later. Have a great day. Future X here for the end card. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit all the buttons below, all of them. Subscribe, share, dislike, comment, all the buttons. Just hit them all. Okay, there's a video on my collaboration channel. If you watched the last video I posted, which was really weird, then I talked about it in the end card of that video. I'll actually be able to link it this time. I wasn't able to link it last time, but check that out, I guess. That's all I have to say. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Have a great life. Have fun. Peace out.